Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on. Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, you know, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana. Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast on SummitCitySports.com, live from Wayne High School. I'm Thad Goff bringing you the broadcast, and this game is between the Wayne Generals and the Cavaliers of Canterbury. Two teams trying to finish the regular season on a high note. They won't be winning any conference championships, mainly because Canterbury is not a part of a conference. Wayne is part of the Summit Athletic Conference. We'll get to more on that in just a moment, but first, let's get this word in from our sponsors that allow us to come out and do the many games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. Parkview Sports Medicine is the region's largest integrated sports medicine team. They provide athletes specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, and reliable. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in a way that only you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan University's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. For more information, visit indwes.edu. Big-Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions, enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big-Eyed Fish. The University of St. Francis offers 100% job employment in select programs and 100% pass rates on many licensure exams. With over 2,300 students, the main campus is located in the heart of Fort Wayne. For more information, visit sf.edu. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete ceiling, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to KurtzMio.com, request your virtual quote, use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. And again, this is a matchup between the Generals of Wayne and the Cavaliers of Canterbury. Wayne comes into this game at 12-9 on the season, looking to finish the regular season on a high note with back-to-back wins. They've already played 3 consecutive home games. This is their final home game of the season. It's their final game of the season, but they've already celebrated senior night. But they'll look to finish this game on a 3-game winning streak. They've won their first 2 home games so far. Their last loss came against Noblesville. It was kind of a slow start for the Generals, but they've been able to get it together. They're led by 9th-year head coach Aaron Rarer, 93 wins in his career, and a chance to try and finish with a 13-9 record on the regular season. For Canterbury, however, they are 6-12. Now, they are under a first-year head coach. Their first-year head coach is Chase Sanders. Now, who is Chase Sanders? Well, he's a guy who was an assistant coach at Canterbury for his previous 5 seasons. And also, he runs his own AAU program known as Total Package Elite during the summer. And he's coached a lot of players in that program, including 4 from Homestead, Jack Ferguson. Check that, 3 from Homestead, Jack Ferguson, Brandon Durnell, and Parker Mangs. Also a kid from Snyder, Mike Barnfield, and also Keegan Fetters from Lakewood Park. Chase Sanders himself is a graduate of Homestead High School, played for longtime head coach Chris Johnson, so that's a little bit on his background. Well, we will have the national anthem and the starting lineups in just a matter of moments. This game getting started a little bit early here at Wayne High School, scheduled for a 7:30 tip, but they're going to get things started a little bit early. We will come back after this break here on SummitCitySports.com.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big-Eyed Fish. that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Well, the anthem has been played, and in just a moment we will turn it over to the PA announcer for the announcement of the starting lineups.
Junior, 5'10", number 22, Noah Dracula. Sophomore, 6'2", number 30, Will Shank. Sophomore, 6'4", number 34, Christy Wiss. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Cavaliers, 6'3", senior, number 42, Ned Ijumata. The Cavaliers are coached by Mr. Chase Sanders. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the one and only Wayne General. 6'4" senior in his last regular season home game, number 0, Craig Young. Also his last senior game, regular season, number 1, Cam Starks. 6' junior, number 3, Quincy Miles. Junior, 5'11", number 4, Michael Redding. And rounding out the starting lineup for the junior in his last regular season home game, man in the middle, 6'6", senior, number 20, Darius Alexander. Your officials for this evening's ball game, Mr. Robert Childers, Mr. Adam Kane, and Mr. Andrew Jagoda.
Well, and you just heard a lot of seniors on this Wayne team, 3 of them in the starting lineup that will not be a part of the team next year. Just 1 senior on the Canterbury side, which means there's a lot to build on in the future for Canterbury. They're again under first-year head coach Chase Sanders, 6-12 on the season, but Chase Sanders, again, leads his own AAU basketball program, played at Homestead, has coached several quality players in his time as an AAU coach, or his time heading up the AAU program, rather. And we are underway. Craig Young wins the tip playing in his final game. Craig Young averaging 16.4 points per game. When he touches the ball, everybody had better be ready. Right now it's Michael Redding touching the ball, and he's another one of their good players, averaging about over 10 points per game. Starks around the outside. Both these teams like to play a lot of pick-and-roll action. So far, we haven't seen much pick-and-roll. This is a 1-3-1 zone. That 3 rattles out from Redding, and the rebound pulled down eventually. I believe that was number 24, Keenan Baldus. Poked from behind and taken away. It's Starks to the glass. Rejected, but a ball out of bounds. It will stay with Wayne. A short inbound taken away right away. Number 32, Clayton Perry, looking for the 3 from the corner is Dropala. He'll try to get inside. No good. That was actually Will Shank on the drive, and now Craig Young gets it and goes to the glass, and he's fouled. Ned Ijamanta called for the foul for Canterbury. And Young will go to the line to try and break the scoreless tie. And Craig Young, the top scorer on this team, and he sinks the first of two. Gets them both. And back the other way come the Cavaliers. This is Noah Wolf with the ball in his hands. And Noah Wolf had the game-winning shot in a game against Bishop Lures earlier this year. I had the pleasure of calling that one. As Ijamanta fires from three. Check that, it's DeWiss, but he missed it. And a second chance for the Cavs. Nobody's made a shot from the field in this game. But in that game against Bishop Lures, Canterbury came back from 17 points down and won the game at the buzzer. Noah Wolf knocking it down, and he's got the ball in his hands right now. He's averaging double figures on the season. They leave this one off to Dropola. He'll step back. That's a three, and it goes. Beg your pardon there. It's 3-2 in favor of Canterbury. They get the first made field goal of the game. And on the drive inside, it's Quincy Miles kicking it out to Redding. He sinks a triple. And right back at you, Wayne has the lead. Michael Redding's a guy averaging double figures on the season. Three ball from the wing, a little bit too strong that time from Dropola, and we get a foul. I think it was over the back was the call. And it's called on Chris DeWiss. That's his first, second team foul. Two-three zone here by Canterbury. Well, both these teams like to run the pick and roll, but so far we haven't seen a whole lot of the pick and roll. And Young will set and fire, but misses the three. And that rebound chased down by Ijamanta. Back outside to Perry. Feeds it out to Dropola. Dropola with the only field goal of the game for Canterbury. That's a steal by Starks. And Starks out running the other way. Loose ball. It will stay with the Generals. Get it into Redding. Starks looking down low for Alexander. And this 2-3 zone really not allowing Wayne to do much in the way of screen and rolls and dribble penetration, but Starks able to knock down the three. So far, it's a three-point show. All the made field goals have been from downtown, and the Generals have the 8-3 lead. Wolf guarded by Miles. It's man-to-man defense on the part of Wayne. We haven't seen a whole lot of pick and roll from the Cavaliers tonight. Tough shot in the lane from Will Shank, one of the top scorers. He gets his own rebound, though, and buries a three. Stay with it, Will Shank. It's a 2-point game. Canterbury trying to finish, or trying to move to 7-12 on the season. Craig Young, the move inside. He gets his first bucket from the field, and we get a timeout. It's just a 30-second timeout, so we will stay with you for this one. Well, what we have not seen so far is a lot of the pick and roll game from either of these teams. Now, one of the reasons you're not seeing much of that from Wayne is because of the zone defense that Canterbury has been using throughout this game. Canterbury, they want to play up-tempo, but sometimes they'll adjust their styles depending on who they're playing, and so far it's been a man-to-man defense for the most part by Wayne, but they've really not allowed Canterbury to get into the pick and roll, but Canterbury does have two made threes in the game, including that last one by Shank, getting his own miss and then getting the board. Schenk with it in his hands, gets the high screen. They got the screen and roll that time. And Wolf looking to go inside, but he's got Craig Young. And Craig Young, he's a guard, but he's a big one. Nice move inside, but the shot doesn't fall, and Alexander rips away the board. Darius Alexander at 6'6". He could play wide receiver at that height. Long three, Starks can't knock it down. Wolf chases down the board, up ahead to Dropala, thinking about the three, and instead kicks it outside. Wolf, tough angle, right off the board. Starks trying to push past everybody and kicks it back outside. I thought he had the shot. That one's stolen away, right into the hands of Ned Ijamanta. The feed up ahead, and the shot doesn't fall, right into the hands of Starks. DeWeese missed the shot that time. Here goes Redding, the floater, gets it to go. Michael Redding. We've got a 6-point game in favor of Wayne. That's their largest lead of the game so far, but we've still got a lot of basketball to be played. Dropala in and out off the three, and Young boards it. And that's going to be traveling called against number 3, Quincy Miles. So an early turnover committed by Wayne, despite the fact that they lead by 6. Here's Schenk driving in. And they get it outside to Wolf. He's averaging double figures on the season. The feed inside. Wolf will fire for 3. Left it short. Redding trying to push. And Cam Starks will reset the offense as we've got about a minute and a half to play in the first quarter. Wayne has led most of the way through, and that's Alexander getting inside. Darius Alexander with his first bucket of the night. Make it 14-6 in Wayne's favor. Schenk, good closeout there by Starks. Schenk moving inside, can't get it to fall. Well, there have been a lot of shots like that have been so close to going down, but just wouldn't go. Redding draws the foul. No shot. Basket will not count, but the foul was called. It's on Noah Wolf. It's the third team foul against Canterbury. In the game comes Sean Farrell along with Andre Beasley. Subs for Wayne, and here's Redding for 3. No good. And now Schenk will try to bring it the other way. Final minute of play in the first quarter. Now you have the option to hold for the final shot of the quarter, but I don't think Canterbury's going to do that, being down by 8. Good feed, and this time the bucket drops. Chris DeWiss. Canterbury's had a lot of shots like that were so close to going down, but the iron just would not cooperate, or as longtime broadcaster Tim Brando would say, the iron unkind. It was very kind on that last possession to Chris DeWiss, but it looks like Wayne is going to hold for the final shot of the quarter here with the 6-point lead. Here's Starks backing out. Gets a screen. Feed to Farrell. He'll pull up and can't get the roll. Schenk has it knocked away. He's going to have a hard time getting one off. That did not get off in time. That would have been a heck of a shot had he made it. But either way, it is a 14-8 lead for Wayne as we go to the second quarter here on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care. helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way. Offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
About to start the second quarter between Wayne and Canterbury. It will be Canterbury basketball to start the second quarter, and it'll be Noah Wolf bringing it across the timeline. Both teams like to run a lot of screen and rolls and dribble penetration. They weren't able to do much of that in the first quarter. Wolf looking for a screen, takes a tough shot, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, good stick-to-itiveness by Ijamanta. Wolf slashes, and count it! Noah Wolf getting to the glass. He's on the board for the first time today. And he can make this a one-possession game if he knocks down this free throw, but it's short. And it remains 14-10 in Wayne's favor. Feed inside to Young, draws an initial double team. He gets fouled here. No, traveling. Traveling is the call. And Wolf will bring it across the timeline. So an early second quarter turnover. Tipped away, but kept alive. Good heads-up play by DeWiss. Wolf along the baseline, can't finish, and Starks grabs the board. Over to Young, he looks to drive. His floater goes. Hanging and scoring, Craig Young. Just his second field goal of the game, give him 6 points. And this is Stevenson, Holiday Stevenson, who gets fouled. And they call the foul on Starks. That's going to be his first. And into the game comes Noah Dropolo. Wolf will take a breather. Trying to split the defense was Shank, but he gets fouled. It's a foul on the floor. They call it on Sean Farrell. That's his first personal foul, but the third team foul against the Generals. Shank trying to go around the screen, goes baseline, draws a double team. The feed to Ijamanta. He's called for traveling. Two-three zone again, and that 2-3 zone has really kept Wayne from using a whole lot of screen and roll action. Baseline drive by Beasley. Can't put it in. And after a good long battle, Chris DeWeese comes down with it. Stevenson came close to traveling. That could have easily been called. It was not. This time they get that screen and roll. Stevenson able to break from the defender. Stolen away by Farrell, trying to get it up the court to Young, and he snatches it and goes up for the slam. Craig Young. 2 more for him. That shot won't go. And it was DeWiss who got the bucket. DeWiss with 4 points in the game, and it's a 6-point lead for Wayne. It's been rather close most of the way through. That 8-point lead that Wayne just had moments ago after the Young dunk was the biggest the lead has been so far. Canterbury, however, has not led since it was 3-2 in the first couple minutes of play. Starks was thinking about it. 3 from the wing. It's good! Andre Beasley. And a 9-point lead for the Generals. Shank looking to drive, trying to split a couple defenders, and he'll go to the line. They call the foul on Farrell. That's his second, and it's going to be 2 free throws for Will Shank. He's able to sink the first. Shank's got 4 points in the game. He and Chris DeWiss are tied as the leading scorers for their respective teams. Able to get both of them. Two-three zone again by Canterbury. Will pull up pop from Miles, can't get it to go. And it's Young who gets the board. Again, he's dangerous with the ball in his hands and gives you an example of that right there. Craig Young with 10 points, scoring the jumper against the double team that time. We got about 4 minutes to go. That's a long three by Shank, and he can't knock it down. Young looking to get out and run, kicks to the corner. Beasley for 3. Wayne trying to run away with this one. Beasley's got 6 points, all from beyond the arc. Stevenson can't answer, and Redding rips down the board. Up ahead to Alexander, can't finish, and fouled from behind. Alexander trying to clear his own path. And we're going to have a timeout called by Canterbury. We'll stay with you for this one. Well, even though Wayne has not really been able to use a lot of pick-and-roll offense, starting to run away with this one, up by 12 rather. And this Canterbury team, they've not yet beaten a team that's over 500 this season, but they have been able to come back from down double figures on occasions this year. One occasion, at least, was against the Bishop Lures Knights. They were down 17 points in that game, but they're going to need to get something going here soon if they want to get back into this game. And really, Canterbury has only run the screen and roll on a couple of occasions. They want to run it pretty frequently, but have not been able to for most of this game. Well, the announcement was a 30-second timeout, but it's looking more like a full timeout now. Either way, Wayne getting a couple of big threes there from Andre Beasley. He's got 2 threes in 3 possessions. That really helped Wayne to pull away from this one. And they were good looks, especially that last one. Open from the corner. He was able to knock it down. And we'll have free throws here for Darius Alexander after the foul. Unable to connect on the first one, though. Alexander, he's a guy who averages just a shade under 8 points a game. He knocks down that one. Whistles blow. And I think that little cap that goes over the spot where they put the volleyball poles to set up the net during volleyball season came loose, and the official spotted it. Unfortunately, they're able to get that fixed almost as soon as it was spotted. So a little tape does the trick. Wayne sets up and a 1-2-2 zone press. Shank. All the passing right now behind the timeline until now. They get it across to Shank. Stevenson backs up to the timeline. Dropola thinking about the three. He had Beasley, though, right in his face. Really no room to breathe, let alone to get the shot off. Baseline drive by Shank. He kicks it back out. Defender falls down, and Dropola missed the three. Alexander with the board. Pushing up the floor is Starks. He backs it back out. And the Generals will reset. Trying to get it inside to Alexander. Redding fires from three. No good. Offensive board, Young. Back up, he puts it in. 12 points for Craig Young. And this is his final game of regular season play as a Wayne General, and he is making the most of it. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Here's Dropola, the kick. Check that, that's Dropola. That was Stevenson who kicked it out on the dribble drive. Ijamanta has to back it back out. They switch on Shank. Three ball is good for DeWiss, and Canterbury needed that. It's a 15-point deficit. They've cut it down to 12 with that three, and they're back in the zone. Long three by Redding, in and out. Offensive board, but they're going to get Young for the foul. He stuffed it down, but that's not going to count. And some subs will come in. No full court pressure this time. Canterbury needs a bucket to get it back to 10 or possibly to single digits, but they won't get one. They turn it over. They'll have to wait till the next possession. Off the hands of Will Shank. And it's Quincy Miles up the line. Alexander gets fouled. And Alexander will go to the line. His first trip to the line, he went 1 for 2 as Ned Ijamata commits his second personal foul. Starts off with the miss. And he was 1 for 2 on his last trip to the charity stripe. Does go 1 for 2, though. Darius Alexander with 4 points in the game. Jamanta trying to feed it inside, gets it back. Leaner, got it. Every bucket matters at this point of the game for Canterbury. Inside the final minute of play in the first half. Sam Young feeds it off. Three from the corner is good. Quincy Miles knocks down the tray, and it's a 14-point lead. Canterbury looking to get out and run, and it's stolen right back by Andre Beasley. Beasley hustling down the floor there. And we got 30 seconds to go. And Wayne, you would think, would be content to drain the clock down and hold for the final shot. They've got Sam Young in the middle of the zone. Canterbury has been consistent with that zone defense, but struggling to score. In a lot of cases, it was just a case of buckets not falling, even when they had good looks. If they can get some of those buckets to fall, they can get back in this thing. Miles, no good. Offensive board, Starks left it short. Tip in at the buzzer. Darius Alexander. And it is 35-19 as we are at halftime here at Canterbury High School. Or excuse me, at Wayne High School. Canterbury, the visiting team. Well, we will come back after this break here on SummitCitySports.com. 35-19 Wayne at the half.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on. Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ant in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Both runners are running. Play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Welcome back. We are at halftime here in this game between Canterbury and Wayne. Wayne leads it by a score of 35-19 over Canterbury. And before we go any further, let's get in a word from some of our sponsors that allow us to come out and do the games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Their specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in the new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral is needed, which saves you both time and money. For more information, visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more. And again, the score so far is 35-19 in favor of Wayne. And the star of the game has been none other than Craig Young, the senior, playing his final regular season game as a Wayne General. He's got 12 points. Here's one of his best plays of the night. We'll see it in just a moment. Ijamanta on the drive there. Stolen right back, up ahead to Young. Has to make an adjustment to the ball, kind of like a receiver in man coverage, but he dunks it down on the back end. That's his only dunk of the game so far. But again, he's got 12 points to lead all scorers. And this was the play that closed out the first half. We'll give you a look at this one. Darius Alexander is going to get the tip at the back end of this. Missed shot off the glass. Quincy Miles with a miss there, but there's Alexander right at the buzzer, and Wayne takes a 35-19 lead into the halftime locker room. Now, there have been some decent plays today for Canterbury as well. They were in this game early on. This was one of their best plays of the game. Good steal there by Will Shank, and he backs it out to the three-point line. Might have gotten away with a little bit of a walk there, but too late to worry about it now. He drains the three, and Canterbury pulls within two there. But right now they are down 16 points. Now, they've proven that they've been able to come back from down double digits at times this season. One time in particular, they came back from down 17 points against Bishop Luers and won that game on a buzzer beater by Noah Wolf. But this Wayne team is much different than Bishop Luers. Bishop Luers has won just 3 games on the season so far. Wayne, on the other hand, they have won 12. They're 12-9, and Canterbury has yet to beat a team that's over 500. But they'll need to come back if they want to do that tonight. We will start the second half in just mere moments. But first, another quick word from our sponsors here on SummitCitySports.com.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Both runners are running. Play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Welcome back to this edition of high school basketball here on SummitCitySports.com. We are just about to start the third quarter. 35-19 the score. Wayne with the lead. They'll have the ball to start the second half. And this is Cam Starks That 2-3 zone defense has been used by Canterbury on a consistent basis tonight. If they can get some stops and get some shots to fall, they can get back in this thing. They've had some good looks, but not gotten shots to fall on a consistent basis. That one doesn't fall for Starks. And that's going to be last touch by Canterbury. Chase Sanders does not agree with it. He might have an argument. Starks looking to put it in play. He does. There's a screen from Alexander. It's not a screen and roll, but he was able to get Redding free. Alexander calling for it at the top of the key. Standing right at the top of that zone. They get it to Young inside. He's double teamed. Alexander comes free and will go to the line. That foul's called on Will Shank. That's his first, and Alexander, who's 2 for 4 from the line so far, will go right back to that charity stripe. And he'll go 2 for 5 after that miss. So for Alexander, he's now got 7 points. And Wayne has, I believe, their largest lead of the game at 17 points. Ball out of bounds. Wayne ball. Canterbury wishes it was their ball. They need to get some stops and get some buckets to fall. Almost had a stop there on that last possession. Over to the corner, Redding for 3. Got it! Michael Redding, who has 6 points, all from three-point land, able to knock one down from beyond the arc there. A 20-point lead for the Generals. Shank going baseline. Can't get it to fall, and Alexander rips it away. Looking for the lob to Young. He puts it home! Alley-oop to Craig Young. And it's 14 points on the night for Young. The senior playing his final regular season game as a Wayne General, and a 22-point lead for the Generals, and a foul called here. This one's going to be on Wayne, possibly on Young. Nope, it's going to be on Quincy Miles. Not going to be any free throw shot here. It was on the floor. Canterbury needs some buckets to fall, and they need to get some stops. Turnaround jumper, Wolf can't knock it down. Ejamanta couldn't get the roll. Alexander back to Young, throws it down! Craig Young, have a night! Whistles blow, and I believe it's a foul. It is. Another one on Miles. Miles now has 2 fouls. Turnaround jumper, Wolf can't knock it down, going for the bank. But it would not fall. Another good look where the rim just wouldn't cooperate. Oh, Young going for the dunk. He missed that one. That would have brought the crowd to its feet. Miles the feed. Alexander puts it home. A nice midair move by Darius Alexander. Shot fake, Dropala kicks it back out to Shank. Baseline drive to Weiss. Shank with a hand in his face. Can't knock it down. A good contest there by Cam Starks. Redding looking to run. Starks from the wing. In and out. Who's got the rebound? A battle for it. Out of bounds, and I believe they're going to say Canterbury ball. Shank looking to go baseline as it's stolen away. Starks able to pick the pocket. From the free throw line, drills it. Cam Starks with 5 in the game. And trying to answer is Ijamanta. He knocks down the 3. And finally, Canterbury able to get a bucket here in the second half. But they're down 25 points. A tall hill to try to climb out of. Aaron Rarer did not underestimate this Canterbury team coming into this game. Noted that Chase Sanders is a good coach despite being a first-year head coach and having a 6-12 record. Good move on the inside by Miles, going up and under to put that one home. Rarer also noted that he noted that that Sanders was a good coach. Sanders, 5 years experience as an assistant coach at Canterbury before becoming the head coach. Redding unable to knock down that jumper. And, if there's one thing that Chase Sanders, well, there's more than one thing that Chase Sanders has going for him. That shot will count. Will Shank able to knock it down. And they call the foul on Alexander. One of the things that Chase Sanders does have going for him is he's going to have a lot of experience back next year. Just one senior in his starting 5. Unfortunately, that senior was Darius Alexander. Alexander. That senior is Ijamanta, Ned Ijamanta. Darius Alexander plays for Wayne. But that one senior is Ned Ijamanta. Other than that, it's going to be a lot of guys returning to next year's roster who have starting experience. That is good for any head coach. Taken away, the steal caused by Dropola. Tough shot, won't go. And a foul called. They'll go the other way. Into the game is Sean Farrell. Well, Craig Young has easily been the star of the night. 16 points for that young man. He has had some highlight reel type plays. No good on the shot by Michael Redding. That would have been a highlight reel top play. Going for a little right-handed hook shot amongst the trees. It's especially difficult for Young because for Redding because he's left-handed. 3-ball too strong. And Starks has the board. I've been calling Craig Young's name so much tonight. Miles, yes, knocks down the 3. Around and in for Quincy Miles. So we've got less than 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter as Wayne has started to run away with this one. The feed inside to DeWeese. Hook shot won't go. Not a bad look, but again, just couldn't get it to fall. It's just a matter of can you get the shot to fall. A lot of times, certainly not all the time, but there are times where if you fall behind, it's just a matter of you get good looks and you can't knock them down. That's the nature of the beast. Starks going after the rebound. He gets it. Redding short on the 3. And here comes Stevenson. From the wing, no. That was Dropola trying to knock it down, trying to get his team back into this game. And that ball goes right through the hands of Jake Harper and out of bounds. Andre Beasley will check back in for the Generals, and Will Shank will come back in for the Cavs. It's been a rather quiet night for Noah Wolf. He's a kid averaging double figures. But he's only got 2 points in the game so far. Stevenson draws a double team. Shank through traffic, air ball, and a foul. Ijamanta going to the line. They call it on Miles. Diamante able to cut into the lead with the free throw. He's got 4 in the game. Second one rattles out. And Wayne doesn't have to play at an incredibly fast pace at this point. They can hold for the final shot of the third quarter, being up by 26 points. And it looks like that's what they're going to do here. Right now, Craig Young getting a good long breather. He's got 16 points in the game. You wonder if we'll see him in the second half, or in the fourth quarter, rather, or in the second half. Maybe for the first 2 or 3 minutes. Craig Young again playing in his final game, final regular season game, that is, as a Wayne General. And no shot clock in high school basketball in the state of Indiana, but down to 4, down to 3. Starks left it short, and Wolf is not going to get that one off. He sent it a long way, but that's the end of the third quarter. And when we come back, we will have the fourth quarter. Wayne up by 26 when we return.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me, I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
52-26 the score as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Wayne trying to run away with this one. This is the final game for several Wayne seniors, 8 of them to be exact. And, of course, that includes their leading scorer, Craig Young. So Aaron Rarer, he's an experienced head coach who's going to have a lot of players to replace, a lot of voids to fill when we get to next season. Shot fake there by Jalen Williams. Late feed, and stepping out of bounds before he touched it was Jack Royster. Apparently he did not reestablish himself in bounds before he went to touch the ball. So that's why they called it out. Starks across the timeline. Canterbury's been pretty consistent with this zone. Farrell in the middle of the zone. Back over to Starks. Starks and Miles are currently the only starters on the floor right now for Wayne. Craig Young getting a good rest, but that's mostly because he's already scored 16 points in this, his final regular season game as a Wayne General. Wayne can certainly afford to dribble some time off the clock. Obviously, they're not going to hold the ball for the next 6 minutes and 50 seconds, but they can drain off as much time as they want to. Now they get a shot they like, but Miles unable to knock it down. Farrell crashing for the board, and he puts it home. Second chance bucket for Sean Farrell. They look inside, back outside, and the feed goes into Jalen Williams. Now check that. There's Jalen Williams, and the late feed out to Royster. Loose ball. Battle for it. Kept alive by the Cavaliers. And traveling is going to be called on Williams. Jalen Williams, one of just 4 seniors on this Canterbury team. So, again, Chase Sanders is going to have a good bit of experience when next year comes around. Won't have to replace a whole lot of players. His top 3 scorers, Noah Wolf, Will Shank, and Noah Dropola, will all be back. Stolen away. Keaton Baldus with the takeaway that time. 3 from the wing. It's short, and Farrell leaps for the board. Starks will bring it up the timeline. This is Sam Young. We've got Farrell posting in the middle of the zone. Young fires for 3 and knocks it down. And it's a 31-point lead for Sam Young. 31-point lead for Wayne on the 3 by Sam Young. That 3 rims out. Starks the outlet. Up ahead to Harper. Loses it. Beasley's there to recover. Kind of loosey-goose with that dribbling, but he gets it back out to the top of the key. 3 ball won't go. Farrell going for the tip. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Generals. And Aaron Rarer wants a timeout. He will get one. As Wayne leads it by 31 points. It was close in the early going, but as the game went on, Wayne has continued to pull away. And now they have a 31-point lead, their largest of the game. The straw that stirs the drink for Wayne has easily been none other than Craig Young. He's got 16 points. He may not come back in this game at any point, or he may come in for just a couple of minutes just to try and get some fourth quarter minutes. But he's already put in a good day's work with 16 points on the board. Now for Wayne, again, the theme has been for Canterbury, the theme has been they've gotten a lot of good looks, but have not been able to knock them down. And that'll happen sometimes. Over to Farrell. Young thinking about the 3. He's already made one here in this fourth quarter. As right now there are no starters on the floor for Wayne. Their starters have put in a good day's work in this, their final regular season game at Wayne High School, a foul called. It's the final game of the season for Wayne. They'll finish the regular season at 13-9. Foul on Jack Royster. Three from the wing. Beasley drains it. Andre Beasley, 3 triples in the game tonight. Looking for the lob inside off the hands of Max Pasco, and the ball goes out of bounds. Try to get it inside. Farrell to the top of the key to Beasley. And that's stolen away into the hands of Jack Royster. Canterbury will have one more game after tonight. That'll be against New Haven. It'll be a home game this coming Friday. They look for the feed inside. Royster makes his move and gets it to go. Jack Royster with his first points of the night. Make it a 32-point lead for the Generals, as they'll ice this one away with less than 4 minutes to go in the game. Farrell from the wing, got it! Sean Farrell, a rather quiet night for him, but he answers right back after that 3 on the other end from Canterbury. Into the lane, stolen away off the hands of Royster. This is Xavier Ellington down the lane. He has it blocked. Rising to block that shot was Royster. And banking it in on the other end is Jalen Williams. 63-30 in favor of the Generals. As we're inside the final 3 minutes of play. This game was scheduled to start at 7:30. It started a little bit earlier than that. About 7:25, I believe, was when we tipped. And a 3 from the wing. Farrell can't knock it down. And stolen away, the pickpocket by Sam Young and the bucket by Ellington. Xavier Ellington, his first points of the night. Ellington, one of those seniors that's playing his final game as a Wayne General, final regular season game, that is. The foul is called on Sam Young. Jack Royster will shoot 2 free throws at the charity stripe. He's able to knock down the first. Two for two. Kick to the corner. Young. I think maybe the Wayne fans wanted a foul called, but didn't get one, and it's really moot point by now. Feed inside, tough shot, and it goes! Jake Harper. Jack Royster gets called for the foul. So Harper trying to complete the three-point play. He does. From the wing, a three, no good, and a foul on the rebound. They call it on Xavier Ellington. It's his first. As Wayne is headed on to a 13-9 record, poked away from behind, but it's Royster who grabs it, and he's fouled. That's back-to-back fouls on Ellington. This time it'll be free throws for Royster. Royster, a 6'4 sophomore. And again, only 4 seniors will be graduating from this basketball team as Royster sinks the first of 2. But you wonder if some of these young guys that are in the game right now will start to see increased minutes in years to come. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Canterbury ball. So the inbound goes to Keenan Baldus. Driving to the lane and scoring is Jalen Williams. Well, Canterbury starting to put together some quality buckets here in the second half, but it's going to be too little too late. And right now, Wayne content to just let some time drain off the clock. Andre Beasley letting it dribble out. Beasley makes a move. Late feed, and the floater goes. Jake Harper. Williams loses it. Harper with the steal. Up ahead to Beasley. Trying to score in transition. Instead feeds it off. And Ellington lets it go. Gets it to go rather around the rim. And with 30 seconds left to play, Wayne has doubled the total that Canterbury has put on the board tonight. Backing in is Royster. Left-hand shot won't go. Farrell grabs it. Farrell flips it off. Looked like he was going for a dunk in transition. And now I think Wayne is just going to dribble out the clock. And there's your ball game, folks. The Wayne Generals win their final game of the 2018-2019 regular season, 72-36. We'll get in one more word from our sponsors before we sign off here on Summit City Sports. Parkview Sports Medicine is the area's largest integrated sports medicine team, specialized in serving every level of athlete, no matter if they're trying to get better at what they do or recovering from an injury. Their experts coordinate your care in state-of-the-art facilities in the community. To start your journey, visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Again, Wayne knocks off Canterbury here at Wayne High School. 72-36 your final. For my cameraman, Joe Hacker, and everyone at Summit City Sports, I'm Thad Goff saying so long from Wayne High School.